of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check. Hey, alert 3. Check, nickel. Watch the slant. Motion.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Red, go. Watch the safety creep. Hold the look, hold.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, here I come. Chance. 55.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon, 31 yards. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Right. Right 6. Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Right 6. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Let's go. Right 6. I don't think you got it, son.
Jackson on first down. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Right 6.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's checking crack. Hey, watch it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than there.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. first down carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quick.
He's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
I'm coming. Check. Check hot, bro. Hot. Neutral, focus.
On 2nd down, Pollard. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. That's it. Mike 3. Who that? Slade with him.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And an alley to run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Galladay, complete. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Ready. Mike Green. No gain on this defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The 10-yard line.
Mike 3. I got you.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys. In the league, so even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
49, check 49, check 49. Shut down, motion, check.
Now Joe Mixon only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lock in.
Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Pollard going to try the right side. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And Jennings has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, echo. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Watch out.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
At the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, alert. No. Check three.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
I got one.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Slam. Motion.
This is Mixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Check. 18.
Again, it's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
180. 50's the mark. Right here. Jim.
On third down, Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Slam.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo. Ricky.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
What's the urge? David. No, go back. We got motion.
From the gun, Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down now, Pollard. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
At their 32-yard line.
2nd and 7. Jackson is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Mixon with a first down carry. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
on third down. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
General West.
Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Watch 36. Hey, Haywood. Line 36. Line 36.
They go play action. Trubisky. And he's going to go down again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of 2 there, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got it at the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Dallas.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Well, look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. No, alert, 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 alert.
Now they run with Mixon, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.